Another week, another weekly reset. This is the weekly video in Warframe where we go over what's going to be new for Nightwave, Teshin, etc., so on and so forth. There will be time codes in the description below if you want to skip to a certain subject. Want to get through housekeeping first. First, I do want to remind everyone, which I'll probably remind everyone right now that Plague Star is about to end this week in 1 day and so hours. Plague Star will end. So definitely take that as you will, do as many runs as you can, unless you're tired of Plague Star, then by all means, just get all your affairs in order, because Plague Star will end, as well as Nightwave. Nightwave is also ending this week. Only temporarily, but still ending this week. So use up all your credits. And I also want to mention that I have another YouTube channel where I do focus on Warframe streams specifically. I upload the VODs to that channel, so definitely feel free to go check it out if you wish. And now, without further ado, let's check out Nightwave, shall we? Okay, so for Nightwave, we have complete 3 assassination missions, complete 3 mobile defense missions, complete 3 nightmare missions of any kind, complete 1 mission with only a single pistol and glaive equipped, catch 3 rare silverfish in the Orvalis, complete 8 railjack missions, and finally complete 5 different steel path missions. They can be any steel path missions as long as they are different. So that is definitely, that week doesn't seem too hard. I don't know if I'm going to do them, because luckily I do have the choice of doing them. I can play a Nightwave. Nightwave had gone on for quite a while. Again, it's ending this week. If you didn't hear my announcement earlier, so definitely keep that in mind. There will be a temporary ending, but it's still ending. And if we go to credit offerings, we will have, okay, so in this order, if you don't have physique already, picking it up is fine. And then sprint boost is fine. These 2, if you have that guy catch 'em all mentality, fine. But if not, don't even bother with these 2. There's probably one person in the chat that might argue that they're the best mod in the world. And okay, but no. Moving on. We have alternate skins. Yeah, alternate skins for weapons and alternate helmets for Warframes, and yeah. And then we have how you get Bobon, Orchon Catalyst, Orchon Reactor. These are fully built, by the way, so you don't even have to worry about just getting a blueprint. You can just buy them and they will be already built. I bought a bunch of each of these recently. I don't think I'm going to ever run out of Orchon Reactors anytime soon, honestly. So, Catalyst, maybe, we'll see. If they pump a bunch of mystery weapons into the game at one time, I might, who knows. And then we have Nightingale Extract, Cuba. Nightingale Extract is what people are probably going to miss the most for the break, when Nightwave goes on the break. These 2 make a boss fight that is interesting. It's different than what you would expect Warframe to be. If you let me put it this way. If you did that boss fight with someone who didn't know anything about Warframe, you would never, I mean, you couldn't swear up and down that it was Warframe. Or rather, if someone knew that boss fight didn't exist, but they knew Warframe pretty well, they would swear that this is not Warframe. So, yeah. There we go. Faloof, and yeah, with these. Now let's see what hologram Teshin has to offer, shall we? If you don't have this option, there will be a link in the description below that will take you to a video where you can learn how to unlock this option. But that's what Teshin had. Teshin, I'm tempted to get this. It's 30,000 Endo. Because, you know what? I'm going to. I don't actually need Endo. I never need Endo, but I like the idea of having Endo. If you know what I mean, let me know comment section below. I like the idea of having Endo, so sue me. And then I could get these. I'm curious, how many of these could I buy? 22, because I spent a bunch of that on Endo that I didn't need. Now, the thing is that you can only buy 25 of each of these per week. They made it that way so people don't farm non-stop and whatnot and wear themselves out and so on and so forth. Now, let's get into the circuit, shall we? You can get Ivara, Anaris, or Titania. I recommend an Ivara, okay? Only because normal Ivara, pretty annoying to get unless you get very lucky RNG-like. I recommend you choose Ivara because the other two actually you'll get them through quest. So it's actually pretty simple. And this video may actually be longer than other videos because I feel like I've been adding random tidbits with everything this video. Definitely let me know comment section below if you like that or don't like that. And yeah, just let me know. I'd love to know your guys' feedback on that. And now for the still path. Now, as you can see, I actually have most of these, except for this somehow. So we select that, and oh, I can't select another one. But if I scroll over, there are the mods and even Kuva I can choose if I wanted to. I went through like 50k Kuva on stream the other day, and it was pretty odd. I don't normally go through that much Kuva at all. I suppose I picked this. Yeah, that seemed cool. Magister and whatever. So yeah, there we go. And we have all of these, and this is 10 as it should be. Archon Hunt. This is the Archon. This might be a different number for each of you. It's a percentage of a chance that it will be a Talford version of the Archon shard. Every time you don't get a Talford version, it goes up by 20%. Every time you get a Talford version, it resets to 20%. But keep in mind that it's only for the Talford version of the shard. You will get a shard if you complete all three of these. Speaking of, first is extermination, second disruption, and then we have the showdown. The showdown is where you're fighting this Archon herself. So That's how that works with that, because the showdown is basically an assassination, but it doesn't count as an assassination. And then last but not least, Kahl's Garrison, where Chipper will actually have a new item, which is a Crimson Archon Shard. You two can have your very own Crimson Archon Shard for a low price of 90 stock. And finally, let's just go over to Kahl, I guess, because I I explain this every week, but I'll explain it again. So mine is the same as it was last week, because for right now anyway, Kahl does not change missions if you do not complete the weekly. So mission could be a little bit different for everyone, because if you complete the mission at least once every week, it resets like normal fine. But if you don't complete his mission at least once that previous week, then it will not reset. It will stay here until you complete it. So, yeah, there is that. And with that said, I have gone over everything I intended to go over. Hopefully you do find these videos helpful. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.